My name is Pamela and I live here in Leeds. I've been doing service accommodation now since August 2017. I've had this house since year 2000. I rented this one out as a single let. And then with all the tax changes, I was actually going to sell it because the previous tenants that I had actually didn't look after the property. They wouldn't let maintenance men in. This house was actually damp quite badly. Tenants were saying that it was the house. There wasn't sufficient heating in the house. You know, they'd have the dryer on, the ironing and everything else. The kitchen was a state, the bathroom was a state. I had to renovate the property again, and I was actually going to put the house up for sale. So I didn't see any opportunities. My only thoughts was, I'm going to sell it. I did the refurb and then I attended a service accommodation course in June 2017. And then I thought, I'll give it 6 months and see if it works, because I didn't actually believe it works. And after done a full year of service accommodation, I decided, well, yes, it works. and I actually love it. There's been no major issue. There might be the odd little things, but there's been no major issue with guests, and that's a lot of that has been down to the training that I've got. I don't get anybody coming for parties. Most of my guests that are here are long term. As I say, I've currently got guests here at the moment, and they're here for 3 weeks, but that's quite a short period. They're often 6 weeks, 10 weeks. The guests that I do get tend to be here for a long period of time. But again, I think that's because if I had not had the training, I probably would have gone down the road of just doing it as one night. So the amount of work that I've had to do as running it as a service accommodation has been a lot less in terms of the maintenance, and how much it's actually cost me since in terms of repairs has been minimal. But when I was running it as a single let, I was barely coming out with anything. Before the interest rate dropped, I was putting money into the property because it was costing me to have the house. And then as the mortgage interest rates dropped, I was just barely coming out with, you know, probably £100, £150 a month. Now it goes from 500 to, on average, I'm doing about £800 profit a month just on this one. Well, what really surprised me is one of the things that service accommodation has allowed me to do. It's allowed me to go to Jamaica twice this year. While I was in Jamaica in June, I actually got a booking for £6,000, which, seeing that when you're on holiday, you see that ping up on your phone, you're thinking, wow. After, you know, I danced around a bit and calmed down. That was a booking for 10 weeks for £6,000. On that particular one, I was making 1,300 a month on that one.